a little bittersweet, but at the same time, more on the sweet side. You know, coming anywhere, any team you want as a defender, it's always good to get a shutout. You know, so mission accomplished.
And you kind of know a lot of these guys, know how they play. You think that helped you in your game tonight?
A little bit. You know, I think you can use that as an advantage. I think anybody would use that as an advantage. But at the same time, you never know what you're going to get when you're facing an opponent. They could come out and do something that I didn't expect, and we just got to be on our game and do what we have to do to get a victory.
Brandon, can you remind us how many clean sheets you had last year here as a center back or defensive mid?
I know it was a franchise record. I think it was a 12 or 13, something like that. But I take pride in that, and it's one of the best accomplishments of my career so far.
We just talked to the coach, Coach Olsen, and other defenders, and they all complimenting you how much you improved the DC defensive line. Can you comment? You feel like you are a leader there, or?
I try to be. I think that's one of the reasons they brought me there, to be a vocal presence back there. And it's just my job to mesh well with other guys that's back there, and have us a unit in the back, and like I said, get more clean sheets.
With you as a center back, you got outstanding results in New York, Dallas, now San Jose.
Yeah.
So how you did this? You consolidate this defense so quick, or how that happened?
I mean, it's just like I said. I think it has a lot to do with communication. If you communicate in the back, that's key, because obviously you're the last part of the defense that's got to get through. So we all have to be a unit together and come out and put good performances together. I think we did that in those paces that got us big results.
We're not sure it's coincidence or not, but after you trade, the Earthquakes defense fell apart.
I mean, it's unlucky for them, but I think they'll bounce back. I think they'll be all right. They got a lot of good players that are coming back from injuries, and I think they'll bounce back.
What did you feel when you have to cover Mark Wondo today and other guys that you know very well?
It's fun, because obviously go against him in practice, but I know what Wondo can bring. He's a good player, and he's got a lot more many years, or a lot of years ahead of him of success in this league.
So DC United is a team that is in direct competition with Earthquakes for the playoff spot. You guys feel before the game like you're playing for 6 points, or?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, any points from here on out, obviously halfway through the season, is crucial for us. Especially being on the road, to get 3 points is big. So anything that can get us to move up the table, we'll take.
So what does a player difference you feel playing for San Jose Earthquakes or DC United?
It's just all a learning process. I think in my beginning years when I was with San Jose, it was kind of the same steps, but I see the steps getting further and further here, getting along, meshing well with Dayon and Ethan. It's all about partnership, especially in that position. I think you got to come together and be as one and control the back line, because I think you're the eyes back there and how you move a team. So it's just all about, getting chemistry and getting time together and building chemistry in the back.
Despite the Earthquakes loss, you still get some high fives from Earthquakes fans.
Absolutely. I mean, I love the support, and I had a lot of fun times while I was here, and I wish them all well, and they're great fans.
Bob Bradley called you once in 2010 for national team. Circling around the national team right now, what do you think that Jurgen Klinsmann as a national team coach will help you to get in, or? I mean, my job right now is just to put performances like that together in clean sheets. I think any defender in the league that's American, you're getting clean sheets. That's got to catch a little bit of someone's eye, But my job right now is to focus on DC and get clean sheets. But of course you guys talk like how American players reacted in the lockers after the Jurgen Klinsmann became a coach.
I think they were kind of excited. I think this is what a lot of people wanted. Thought a European coach would be good for our system here, and we'll see how it happens. See what happens.
Okay. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.